Dr. Beefy.
Right, let's start.
Alright, guys and gals, welcome to the operating theater. I do apologize for the late start, however, business could not be waited. Or some business could not be moved until later. However, we are here now, and that's what matters more than most. So,
hell yeah.
Welcome to another day of high seas swashbuckling adventure here on the seas of Vodari. I am your doctor, Dr.JWolfenstein. For those of you who want a fantastic roleplay experience, I suggest the Harper region, a medieval Pokemon RPG forum-based website. It is fantastic and just got a brand new look. Like any RPG forum, it gets skins from time to time, and bada bing. Rosalie, the owner of the site and the head mod, has just finished her reskin design, and I gotta say, it looks pretty fantastic. Also, to everyone who is not in the know of the good news, Roll20 just got a dark mode official on the website.
Oh, thank goodness. Where?
I'm about to tell you. If you go to your account in the top right hand corner and click the I believe it's the my account button. You go and click the my account button, scroll down under your preferences, and it will even ask you color mode, dark or light. And it is fantastic. And as you can see, I have a lot of gigabyte space still.
Hold up. It is under...
Actually, I gotta check mine because fuck it,
somehow I can't find it even with those directions.
Go to your main page of Roll20.
Oh. Yep.
Go to where your profile is said in the top right hand corner. Go to the My Account button.
Instructions unclear. Got my face stuck in an ice cream mimic.
Scroll down to where it says Preferences.
See, I'm not even at that point. I got to my thing and it... Oh, nope, that's not the thing to click.
Oh.
You are beautiful, Nikki. We love you so much.
There's a bunch of buttons to click, and so I'm at home. I click on my profile, and it takes me to view your private messages, topics you follow, give gifts, subscriptions, view wish list, view topics, view replies. That's the only options I can click on.
All right, I'll help you later, Nick.
There is no way you fucked that up so bad.
No. You see, you go to Roll20, go to homepage, top right, my account. Clicked on my name.
You gotta click on my profile.
You click on the drop-down menu arrow, and it says My Account. It's the first option you get.
Yes.
I am sorry, but there is no drop down. There looks like there should be a drop down, but there is not a drop down.
Okay, then that's a you problem. Anyway.
I am baffled.
Anyway.
I am straight baffled. But anyway, there's now a dark mode for the Roll20 website, and it is fantastic. And I highly recommend it. Also, for those of you who are wishing to have me as your dungeon master for an experience that is fantastic and Critical Role based, might I suggest my time slot of Fridays, 12 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, as it is now forever going to be called. Every Friday at 12 p.m. PDT, I will be running Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep.
Oh, nice.
And it will be a paid-to-play game, just a mere $15. Better than a movie. After all, most movies nowadays are total shit.
Tis the gift that keeps on giving.
Bullet Train was
Good movies coming
I strongly
out.
disagree. Bullet Train was probably the best movie I've seen in a long time.
But you make it.
Ouch.
Yes, but that's not saying a lot.
Have you seen Bullet Train yet?
No.
I think
Anyway.
there's some good movies out.
A few.
I'm gonna watch
But-
I'm gonna watch that again.
without further ado, let us jump into the fun. When last we left off, our brave adventurers were headed to the city of Gemknackle on the island of Zolen. Just opposite of Zoleni, the capital of Zolen, they were headed off in order to make sure that something didn't happen. I doubt they remember what, but it's fun to tease
We
them.
have to prevent the assassination.
There we go. Of who?
Yeah.
I don't recall her name.
Zinnia. No, wait, that's the gnome person.
No, her name begins with a P or an L.
Rose Morris. No.
Yesterday?
No.
No,
Here
Rose
and
Morris is the walrus.
Hold on,
Give me a
maybe?
sec, I got this.
Maybe it works.
I know the assassin is the Black Hand, and the woman is the head of one of the guilds.
Indeed,
Have
she
too much
is.
Fate of Catharis notes instead of Rosisa
I
Vodari.
think it's the Master of Fuse or something like that.
Oh,
No, that's
boy.
he's the one that's trying to murder her.
Lady Delphine. No.
No.
That's a Zeleny.
So
Gilder.
she's the one in charge
Graf.
of the technology and the science and all that stuff.
I don't have it written down.
That guy's a friend of the woman that's trying to be murdered.
P.S. Order to kill Browns. That's all I got.
Oh God, what's her name, Brett?
Pip.
Pip.
Pip?
Yeah.
Pip Cogsgroove, the master of...
Checks
I knew
notes.
it was
The master of having her name fucking forgotten. That's what it is.
apparently.
I'm sorry.
She is
The fact that I
the...
remembered everything else but the name of the bitch. Nah.
Fuse is
She is the Tinker Master. Master of Tinkers, of the Tinker Guild.
see, I knew she was a master of something.
Yeah, we all knew that. The master of the alchemist is afraid of supporting her.
Well,
Because
he
doesn't
wants
want
to.
get got.
He
But
wants
he doesn't
to,
want to get got.
but doesn't want to die. Doesn't want to die horribly.
So
Listen. He a pussy.
I mean, if you're not a fighter,
Sometimes
you're
there's
not.
nothing wrong with being a pussy. Well,
If
you
you're
know.
not, if you're
Don't
not a
get to
fighter,
be
you're not
called
gonna
one.
stick your neck out.
So I got good news and I got bad news.
What?
Good news is I found the button. Bad news is it doesn't work.
Oh, shit.
In other news, let's continue.
In other news, Nikki has found a way to not be able to do simple instructions.
And
It did
also,
the thing. It says
and
it says it's on. It says it's working. It's not.
So
on
click
the way
refresh.
to Gemknackle, we
I
found
did.
the
In fact,
fish
I closed
deniers.
entirely.
Yes, you found the little shack known as Fish Deniers, and met Mr. R, and met Mr. Carpenter.
Hmm.
Xavier had a small midlife crisis.
Just a small one.
Yeah,
Reeve was a
just-
happy little clam.
And on our way to camp, we got assailed by mech piloted by fish.
Yes. A mech piloted by Fish, and Xavier, I want you to roll me a Tinker's Tools check, querying knowledge, intelligence.
I will build one. Tinker's Tools with intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, come on. First roll. First roll. No.
No.
Oof.
It's a suit. He
Mm.
got blown up.
Could I possibly have an idea of it just because you know we're best friends? We're brothers, partners in crime.
No.
Can I help him drag it?
Sadness.
Can I help him
Can I-
drag
can-
it to the shore by putting
can-
ice underneath it and sliding it?
Can I scrap the fuck out of this?
That would be a Tinker's Tools check querying, let's call that Dex.
How to say?
Can I have someone help me? Just because it's just
Can help.
scrapping a bitch.
Yeah, you
I
can have
immediately go ahead and freeze it.
you can have people help you scrap it down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use control water to freeze it, and then just start pushing it up the sand.
Just 19. There we go. I had apparently not turned on the advantage. Hold on, let me roll it again. Just see if I get higher. 19.
So, as you're scrapping it and breaking it down, you find there's some information that you can glean from it. The first bit of information you glean from it is that this is clearly a prototype. You remember when you first created some of the prototypes for your own inventions and some of your own weaponry. This has all the hallmarks of something that was put together just to make sure the idea could work. And sure enough, this idea works. It can be done. It can be taught. But it's very clear that this is someone's, maybe not their first attempt, but definitely not the final product. You see...
So the first successful attempt.
Right. Or maybe the second or third, but definitely not a final product. As you can see that there are some subsystems that were meant to go off, but clearly didn't. There were things that were meant to happen, or this thing was meant to have, that just weren't working. The one thing that did work, however, is the tiny set of explosives that blasted the fish in the glass jar out of the suit.
It has an eject button, but that's about it.
It has an eject seat. It's a fucking fighter jet. Oh, I'm bailing.
I mean, shouldn't that be like the first thing you figure out if you're having like a big old mech suit, is figuring out how to get out? So, not
I have a
bad.
very large, confusing bit. There wasn't an obvious hole in the jar that it was, right?
Correct.
No, it just blew up. It was inside a fish tank on top of it. And it just blew up and it ejected.
Yeah, it ejected just the fish tank. The fish tank.
No. The fish tank shattered and the fish just went.
The fish tank.
No, the fish tank was ejected like a marble.
Oh, the
Yeah,
fish tank was
that's what I
ejected
thought.
like a okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was very confused about. How is it going to leave? How
You
is it propelling itself?
see, isn't that a great question? You have no idea.
It has a little tiny spring that like disintegrated.
I mean-
how is it projecting itself in the water?
How's the fish swimming? That's
How's
the
the fish
question.
swimming? How is it going to propel itself? in
You ever
the
seen
water
Finding
when
Nemo?
It's contained.
Yeah, they're all
It's
still in the
slammed.
bag.
It's gonna. Yeah, that's what happened. They're all still in the bag.
Yeah,
It's
he'll still
glass,
be he'll still be in the glass. It's just he'll now be able to slightly move every once in a while when he works up the
Just-
courage.
It's just pink.
Pretty much.
Well,
Anyway,
We do
when I
have
got
dark vision. We could
when I-
find it.
what do I? No, he went off into the water. So
You have
Yeah.
you have 100 pounds of scrap.
well, guess who's carrying it?
I don't know who.
The sandy
Snake.
beach.
The
Oh,
snake.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Right.
said guess, so you know. But anyway,
It ain't me.
I just thought we were gonna leave it here and let it slowly gather rust.
Mate, it's good. It's good fucking scrap metal.
For what? What are we gonna use it for? We're heading to Gemknackle.
Explosives, munitions. Do I need to continue?
Safety caches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we
That's the
can't
fun
really
stuff. where
use
you
it
put
right
stuff in something
now.
else. Whenever somebody goes to grab it, it bear traps around your hand.
Yeah, but we can't
That's the
really
fun
do
stuff.
any of that right now, can we? We don't have our ship near us.
I have made a handheld explosive in 10 minutes. I'm fucking sure I can make something of it.
Do it now. And
Well, technically, he's got to get back to bed, and we got to finish our watch.
Right, so
Unless
Well,
you want to start your watch now, and I can go to bed.
go ahead, you fucking sleeping beauty.
He called you a beauty.
You're a dime knight.
I just grab Cell by the back of the head and just little headbutt. Gotta fucking sleep.
Well,
Look, I at least need 12 hours of sleep if I'm gonna be, useful. Everyone knows this.
I'll start.
so
my
many
watch.
low-hanging fruit
I
jokes.
immediately turn to the camera and go,
To the camera.
He's breaking the fourth wall.
See, I don't know why, but every time the fourth wall, my favorite wall, is broken, something about me dies inside.
We'll pretend like it's the third wall. Don't worry about it.
Every time Xavier talks to the disembodied voice of the universe, your soul dies.
The universe is sad. Every time,
feel just
every time
always
Xavier
sad.
talks to the universe is sad.
The universe is always sad. Nothing else is new.
All right, I
Do
will
you think
start.
the Aurora Borealis is heavy? No, I think it's pretty light.
Fuck off. You did not just make that fucking joke.
Hey, Brent, want to send an army of those fish mechs to drag the
Don't
man?
Reeves! Don't him!
It's my fault. I started that.
So, want to make an army of those fish mechs drag Reeve into the depths and never to be seen again?
I mean, part of me says yes, but part of me also says that it's not really a punishment.
Rocks fall from the heavens.
Right. I knock Reeve and Cell out. They go to sleep.
What? No, my shift's still going.
So,
I'll take
It's not the
another
end of my
shift.
night shift. It's
I'll
not the
take
end of
another
my
shift.
night watch. Plus,
Oh.
I can watch you a little bit. On making these, because they look kind of cool.
I am sorry, guys and gals. If you give me just a quick break, have something to take care of really quick. Be right back.
Uh-oh.
No
Quick.
problem. I needed to grab a drink anyway.
Hooray!
Oh, it's so weird when his VTuber thing of me, like, you can tell when he gets up from his chair, and then the VTuber idol just, like,
I freeze.
and just stares into the beyond. But then it blinks every once in a while, so it scares me. If it starts, like, moving randomly, I might actually scream and cry. So what's the building, Xavier? No,
Sure,
stop.
picture this. Imagine that
Are you building a pipe bomb?
there is a ghost,
that thing.
and the ghost takes the chair, and the camera starts recording it, and it takes like the movements from the ghost, and that avatar starts moving and stuff, but it's not a person; it's a ghost.
I've seen those before, like people trying to do face swaps. Oh my god, absolutely not okay.
That's creepy as hell.
It's just no. I don't know, but my favorite one. It's so mean. But like a mom swaps with their baby, and the mom goes, and the baby starts screaming because it doesn't know what to do.
I'm sorry.
Hey
What?
Xavier. Hey Xavier, what you working on? Rebuilding a pipe bomb?
No, not tonight. I'm not building shit.
You said
mean,
you
I
can
could.
build one in 10 minutes.
I could, and I did. You saw me. That's when we killed pirates. When we got the Three Stooges, and I knocked them into sand.
Yeah, that was always funny. I'm just nervous because that's a lot of metal. Are we gonna really carry all of it? Because, like, what
Well,
if we just take the
Valor
same
is.
path? Oh boy. I mean, like, we're going to Gemknackle. Why don't we just take the same path back and pick it up again when we go back to Zoleni? That's where our ship is. Did I make too much sense?
No, I just got distracted. Sorry. my mind was telling me no.
But my body is telling me yes. I just realized I don't have any comfort plushies near me. I'm kind of sad.
I will be your comfort plushie.
Aww.
You're just gonna get your ass to Portugal.
Cheers. Do you think all of this still being live streamed on Twitch?
Oh, it is. He didn't
Oh.
pause the stream.
I just sometimes what he'll do is like if we do like a 10-minute break, he pauses like all the audio and stuff and puts on the little business cards.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Oh shit, man.
Ah! Very sweet. I didn't quite sleep much yesterday.
It's okay. I was sick the past few days, so I understand.
I usually sleep also in the afternoon. So yesterday I slept like 4 hours in the afternoon, and I've been awake since what? 9.
Ah, that's mistake number 1, 2, and 3. 3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah, so in around 2 hours I'm gonna go 24 hours a week.
Oh. Even your D&D character has a better night's sleep than you. I saw a meme that D&D characters have a better quality of life than we do. Gets up early in the morning, gets his night's sleep, eats.
Yeah.
Hold up, I don't do any. Wait, hold up. Cell doesn't do any of those things. Wait a minute.
I thought you just said Sal needs at least 12 hours of beauty sleep.
That's why I turned to the camera and said I was lying out my ass.
Since we're on recession, I'm gonna call my cat.
I don't know, my cat's stinky.
Yeah.
He is so fucking smelly, and we don't know what to do. Oh, it moved! Ah!
It means he might be back.
Yeah. Or it might be a ghost. I mean, look at those moves.
Fear.
I apologize.
Ah, there you go.
What the heck is wrong with Emil?
Reem getting
Everything.
The VTube
Everything.
avatar.
scared.
So, who next watch? Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Who's next? What?
Perception check. It's Reeve is staying up, I think.
Staying up for a bit longer. Sel just went to bed early, and then while you're in your watch, I'm gonna wake up Laura, or Niafta.
I almost rolled the wrong thing.
It's okay. Do better than me.
Yep.
Oh, he's technically dead.
I am tinkering with some of the scrap and black powder I have to make a pipe bomb. Yes, I am making a pipe bomb.
Roll a Tinker's Tools check, querying decks.
You said you weren't going to.
That was Whitehill fucking with you.
He lied.
You fucking lied to me, Mike.
Well, I don't pay attention, but I make one hell of a pipe bomb.
He's like, I find that I do this thing a lot. It's called not telling the truth.
I mean,
As
you know.
it has impersonated several people during this campaign. No.
Oh.
Ooh, try and impersonate me.
That's too easy.
That sounds like quitters talk.
I want to hear how you sound like me.
That's quitters talk. Come on, that's a human? Eat it.
I just gotta eat all the humans. Anything with 2 legs, I gotta eat it.
Destroy whole humans, the spin-off. Eat all humans.
Talk about a game I'd actually play.
Reeve will be the protagonist, the main character in that. And he'll just be like the little chef with a cute whale chef's hat. With
So,
Kate
universe,
in the
how's
background
that
trying to tell him how to do everything, how to actually
So
cook.
so it does work out fairly well, and it is exactly what you set out to build.
Alright. I just like, I need to stock up on these when the black hand comes. We're just like, well, buddy, have these. How much of the scrap did I spend?
Maybe about 5 pounds worth.
Alright, got it.
I try to pull my hair back with my headphones. I mean, it's technically doing what I want it to do. I just look ridiculous.
I mean, you know.
Listen, I need to show off my forehead a little bit more, you know?
Right, but we are not paying attention during this. I am just enthralled making shit, and Reeve is watching me.
Yeah, actually. I do have a passive perception of 14, but...
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know.
same. I got a passive perception of 15, so... Anyway.
Be gentle on us, please. I'm watching Big Brother make pipe bombs.
Right, this one's mine.
We're all gonna fucking die.
Why are we surrounded by plants?
So,
Oh no.
uh,
Come on, man. Like, they all just went back to bed.
indeed, you all go back to bed, you wake up, and everything appears to be in order the next day. Nothing appears to be killing you or attacking you. Everything seems to be fine.
You can't say appears to be fine. Not with that little tiny asterisk on appears at the first sentence.
Everything appears to be fine.
Ah, yes. Appears.
Yes, appearing.
Shouldn't there have been another watch? There's 3 watches per night, right?
First watch was...
Me and Reeve.
First watch was
Y'all.
solid Reeve, and then Reeve and Xavier, and then the third watch was then going to be Xavier and Yapta.
Alright. You have to roll a perception check. I'm sorry.
Nights. I had fun watching pipe bombs being made.
You can even do a 4th one with Valor cleaning up the back end.
What?
You heard me.
Double entendres
Cleaning up the
abound.
back door, therefore.
Alright.
Fancy shit.
But that's okay. Because as you all wake up in the morning, everything does appear to be fine.
You keep saying that word. I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Appears to be? I think it means exactly how I am using it. Just because you can't see anything wrong doesn't mean there's not something wrong, and just because you can't see a problem doesn't mean there is a problem to see.
Listen, we're all paranoid.
There's always a problem. I don't think you understand.
I don't know about that.
If there isn't a problem, that's another problem.
Well, there's just no pleasing some people now, is there?
Suppose not.
So,
Right, shall we? Right, away. The bloody city. The town.
you certainly can.
I want breakfast.
You got the hardtack for it.
I don't want the hardtack. I want to go back to Fish-Denier.
It's probably not open.
I
It's
know.
specifically a dinner-based restaurant.
I know. It was really yummy. We should have asked for leftovers or food to go.
True that.
I love that Yefta's just like, yeah, we totally should have.
I'm surprised you didn't get food poisoning.
What do you-
I eat
What do you
fish.
think I didn't eat?
Listen,
like,
I
It's
grew
kind
up
of hard
on
to
raw.
ruin fish.
I also grew up on eating them while they were still alive and squirming and stuff. So like,
It's like a whole mood.
it's like a whole mood, you know.
So, who's leading on the adventure today?
Hey, Ranger.
Hey, Ranger, do the thing.
Aww, can't I have something to eat first?
Motherfucker, we have rations.
That's what the hardtack's for. How many times do I gotta say it? We all don't like it. Doesn't matter. Mean that you don't have to not like eating it. I dip it in my rum.
I mean, that is a good way to make hardtack a little more edible, is to dip it in rum.
Yo, I mean, my water. This is water.
You dip your water in rum?
No, I dip my hardtack in water.
Yes, let's dip water in rum.
How else are you supposed to drink water?
Dip in rum?
With a straw?
We seem to be arriving in a place where there's festive music.
For those of you who are curious, this is the licensed copy that, yes, I have the licensing for, because they are fantastic people and I love them so very much. Hit Point Press, you are fantastic, and this is the brand new Rhythm of Humblewood. For those of you who supported the Tales of Humblewood Kickstarter, you now have your MP3s. Go check your email and your backers kits. You can get your downloaded information. And all of these loops are fantastic. And I have a vinyl record on its way. Because they give out, there's one of the things you could get, and one of the things you would get when you supported this Kickstarter is a vinyl. I don't have a record player, but I'm going to get it.
You can always just give it to me. I have two.
This is called The Salty Air.
Yeah.
And it is fantastic. And yes, I have an open stream license. As you can see, it is popped up on screen and on stream. I may use these tracks while streaming TTRPG content online. So,
Yeah.
suck a dick!
Or two.
Sorry, so we've had a bunch of
Sorry, I
streams.
have a small mouth. I can only fit one in my mouth at the same one time.
I can do two.
Sorry, I've had a
Wait,
bunch
wait,
of streams.
Wait. How do you know?
How do I know I've tried?
I was going to say, why did you not know that was the answer? But no, so I've had a bunch of streams who, you know, basically got muted, or basically I was told I couldn't monetize because of copyrighted music, and I go, yeah, but I'm not making money anyway, and so you better not be fucking putting ads on my shit.
But now you are authorized to use these motherfuckers.
Exactly. And I think Hit Point Press is fantastic for doing this. And I need to shout them out again. That is Hit Point Press, the creators of the Humblewood, the supporters of Dingo Doodles. They are fantastic. And they deserve all the love and all the praise. And the fact that they created an open stream license is by far the best thing ever. And I will 100% support Hit Point Press going forward because that is called brilliance. Because most companies are greedy assholes. May or may not be looking at Nintendo.
Or literally any company that's big.
Yeah, but Nintendo's the worst when it comes to copyright shit. Basically, they have to
I
approve
don't
who allows their shit on their channels.
I don't know. Disney's pretty bad too.
I think
Yeah,
Disney
but
is
it's
even
Disney.
worse than Nintendo.
Shit, but we don't want to mess with the mouse.
We don't mess
You
with the
don't wanna-
mouse.
You don't want to catch hands.
What?
wanna catch them
I'll
all.
break your kneecaps.
My
Yeah.
God.
You haven't
um,
been a good boy, have you?
It's okay. I'm not a
No,
Disney friendly
Not the
platform.
rings again. Not the casting rings
Super-
again.
we're not Disney friendly here.
But
Friendly
Anyway.
is
How long we been walking?
you guys have been walking most of the day, but you do arrive at the outskirts of the town or city of Gemknackle. Really, it's a town.
Big down.
I mean, not even really.
Not even. Alright.
Not even really. Let's see. The world of the world. The southern nations is where we are. Zolen.
Yes. Zuleni Gemknackle.
Yes. The mining city of Gemknackle has been built into the side of Mount Zolen and is famed for its amazing innovations across every engineering discipline. It has moving staircases, elevating platforms, and other devices not seen anywhere else in the world. Due to the city's core business and its precarious locale, they also experience far more accidental deaths per capita than anywhere else in Vodari, making it an alluring yet risky place to visit for those in technological or engineering circles, especially those seeking work. A stable settlement sits below the main body of Gemknackle around the flat base of Mount Zolen. Officially called Lower Gemknackle, it is affectionately, or dismissively, referred to by the upper city dwellers as Base Camp.
Yeah. Me being the tinkerer in the party and hearing the last line before the
Lower Gemknackle provides a steady stream of logistical support to its loftier counterpart, such as fresh food and textiles. They know that a portion of the rock spiders in the city above look at the base campers like second-class citizens, and so a low level of animosity exists between the two parts of Gemknackle.
Right. So, what do you think? So, Pip
How
was
much does our
scared.
group know of Gemknackle?
That's about what you know.
Yeah, we know the general thing about it. Pip was scheduled to arrive today, right?
Pip is scheduled to arrive tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Actually, no,
Okay.
excuse me. 2 days.
In 2 days?
Yes.
We got
So
here a
we
bit
got-
too fast.
No, you
I
got
mean,
here
we
on time because you
we
need
got-
time to prepare.
We need time to prepare, try and find the motherfucker if he's already here.
or we could do that tomorrow.
What time is it around?
Sunset, dinner time.
Sunset?
Damn.
Dinner time? Is the best time to start searching for criminals.
Plenty of times when you should be searching for criminals. That is true.
Right, but the thing is, we like to come out at night.
I like to come out during the golden hour.
See, that's the trick, you see. If you want to do something sketchy, you do it in broad daylight where everyone can see you.
So, I love you, but you know what the fuck you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
But I say, how many times do you think I've done sketchy stuff in broad daylight?
0.
How many times have you profited from it?
Every single time.
Well, every single time. Zero.
Laughs in the face in character.
100% of the time, it works about 100%.
Right, so
That math don't be mathing.
What, 100% of the time works 100% of the time? Oh, yeah, absolutely it works.
Right, so I will recommend we start searching for a couple hours. We pair up, disguise ourselves a bit, and start interrogating the sketchier elements.
Okay.
Who's going with who?
Do you have a way to disguise ourselves?
I have a way to disguise myself.
Yeah, but you said ourselves. Plural.
Can't dress up so? You have so many pretty outfits.
Exactly.
Yeah, so many pretty outfits.
Do you have a cloak?
No.
I guess we gotta go shopping.
Do the uniforms come with cloaks, by the way?
No.
No? Okay.
I would need a cloak in such warm weather.
Pretty much.
He's not wrong, guys.
Right. So I have my spare coat because I got a leather coat that is my armor that I don't have to take off ever. I have my spare coat that has a little bit of a scarf that goes over the mouth. I hand you that. Salona.
Sick. You didn't do anything weird with this scarf, did you?
Like what? What kind of weird things can you do with a scarf?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What kind of weird
I've
things
used
did he do
scarves
with
and
this
belts
scarf?
before. Is that
Please-
weird? That's
Please
pretty
try and
weird.
figure it out for yourself, dear. As I walk off and I put on my newer getup, goggles, scarf over the mouth.
You still have the eye patch, I'm assuming.
Oh, I still have
Wearing
the eye.
patch the whole time.
Put the goggles over the eye patch.
He kind of follows Xavier like a duckling, but does not have any sort of disguise stuff either.
Rafe, you go in the after.
What?
You go in the after, because if they see me like I am, you and I have a bit of a reputation.
Oh.
I don't know if these people heard about us, so I'm playing it safe. You go with that.
We're going.
What if something happens?
You can shoot motherfuckers, she can charm them. Same here.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Whilst I shoot and charm, Cell just stands.
So kind of does everything.
Just a bit.
He also
Vala,
takes people hats.
Vala, would you kindly look for stay
Potato
first? Yeah. Way to get rid of him.
You mean the giant inn that's big over there and reads the Skyward Inn? You want me to go there and secure rooms?
Yeah.
Yes.
It'd be wonderful. Here, take my captain's coat, please, and this hat. It's a very lovely hat.
He
He
takes.
likes to take hats.
Oh, you're giving
you are-
away a hat.
You are captain for a night.
Is that how that works?
If you have the hat, you have the authority.
I didn't think I became captain. It's because I got the hat.
Then remember, I made you captain, you little shit.
I made you captain. I can
Or it
take
could
you
have
out
been.
of
It was either going to be you or Tessa. So
Oh,
Right.
I miss that name. It's been
So-
84 years.
So let's go.
in 2 weeks.
I realize I look completely ridiculous with the goggles and eye patch on, so I take off the goggles.
You look really silly.
I
All
grab
right.
the goggles.
You
Valor-
can put them on.
Valor heads off to the Skyward Inn and is going to secure some lodgings. So,
As he starts looking around, I'm like, please don't mess up my coat. Your mother made that coat. It's really nice.
this is true.
Lol.
So,
Basically, so to reiterate, if Emil was panicking, interrogate sketchy people for the Black Hat. See if they saw him.
Hopefully.
I've heard about him.
indeed. So, I would like Xavier and Cell to roll investigation checks, and I would like Niafta and Reeve to roll investigation checks.
I
Yeah,
would-
we get to
hold
be
up,
together in
hold
a
up.
group.
Let me figure this out real quick. I have a +1. You have a plus
Same.
how many? Okay. You know what? You do it because it's important, or do we want to like litmus test it to figure out if it's important?
We both do it. We both do it.
All right, ready?
Why are you rolling a? Why do you have the little two
3,
thingy
2.
there?
Two.
Because it's easier for
Oh,
her.
hold up. Nah, I'm not
Fine.
with you. It is important.
You rolled above a 10.
So, we'll start with the team with the higher. Reeve and Niafta. As you wander around, you actually can, you can actually hear a loud chorus of voices from a little ways down. Some kind of meeting, some kind of demonstration or something going on. But you can hear the, what do we want? More money! When do we want it? Now!
Please tell me it's a strike.
What do we want? Better conditions! When do we want them?
No.
Now!
I'm sorry. Money.
And that's the first thing you spot and hear.
Well,
Ah, yes. The unions.
The unions of what?
Well, you can
The
round the
workers'
corner
unions.
and find out.
Right. Reeves, do you want to go?
What else is there?
I don't know.
Hmm.
By the way, when I said we disguise ourselves, and y'all, both of you didn't say anything, so I was
Yep,
assuming
that
y'all
is correct. They
looked
just look
yourselves.
like they just look like themselves.
I don't have anything to disguise myself.
You have cloth that you can put over a mouth like a mask. And like it's just.
Oh, right. Here, you have to.
and I put it over her head like a veil.
I have
I mean, it works.
a
And I
little
put-
like Nordic cape, but that's about it.
No, I put like a piece of like cloth over like a veil, like one, and it just draped over the horn, so I get like a pair of scissors, so that
Completely
like
blind. Just completely
No.
blinded the woman.
So I have like a little scissors that are, so then you have like a nice little like square thing over the eyes, like a burqa.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
wouldn't it make us more like suspicious if we try to hide our faces?
No, because it's a burqa.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
I mean, shrug.
but it works for my aesthetic.
Also works for
Listen,
mine.
I'm not really sure how the aesthetic thing works.
We're having this discussion before we part ways.
You had this discussion like as you're all fucking parting ways and heading off your own directions like a bunch of fucking
We're
weirdos.
just yelling at each other in the.
Yeah, pretty much yelling at each other in the street like a bunch of fucking weirdos.
You implied that we're normal.
Reeve kind of like he looks to his tunic and like puts his arms in and shuffles it around. So now it's the back end facing the front facing the back. Problem is, it looks the exact same.
Yeah.
He's like, there, I did it.
So anyway,
inside out.
what's happening with that strike?
So,
Yeah.
as you guys round the corner to look at the strike, it's actually not a strike. It's just a demonstration, and you see a human male, fairly tall, deep brown hair, missing an arm, below the elbow, just his arm below the elbow. He's got some kind of apparatus that's almost like a fake arm, and it's like holding onto a speaking cone, which he's constantly lifting to his mouth to shout into it. And you can see him, just shouting into this, and it repeats, what do we want? More money. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Better conditions. When do we want them? Now. They're outside of something called something called the main office, quote unquote.
You seem too sure.
It says main office, but you're not sure like what that actually fucking means. It looks big enough to be like a mayoral office.
Okay.
And you can see that there is a light in the window, and like there's like you can see that there is someone like looking down on the scene out the window, and like seems to be kind of nervous about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I think this has something to do with the assassination.
Although the person in the window is small enough to be like a gnome or maybe a dwarf. But they keep shouting this for a little while, and you can see that there are a bunch of workers, all of whom are either wearing coveralls, overalls, or some kind of work clothes spotted with mining dust, oil, or other hazards and wastes from the work that they do. After about 10, 15 minutes or so, the crowd disperses because they go, they all get bored, basically. No acts of violence happen, and nothing crazy goes on, but you can tell that this is something they do like on the regular. And as they disperse, the guy who was kind of leading the whole thing is shaking hands with people, congratulating them on good work, or asking how their personal lives are going, and the crowd just kind of disperses. And as it does, the person in the window like walks away from the window.
Mm-hmm.
Just standing there.
Menacingly.
Why don't we go up to the main dude? Maybe he'll know what's happening then. I'm not good with communication skills.
I see.
You're
not
capitalist. You're one of the capitalist sympathizers.
Shh. Did you have an idea of what to do here, Niafta?
I mean, it's not like it's none of our business what's going on here, right? Is it? Do
Shrug.
we have something to do with the main office and whoever people is inside?
I mean, if Pip is like the big old evil person, maybe this is part of one of the companies that she's part of? And that's leading to them wanting to blow her brains out.
I love the fact is, yeah, guys, let's separate. Go ask around. Do we really need to ask around?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
The idea was, to get closer and see what the whole thing was about, but clearly this dude is trying to become a leader and is trying to gain the people's, approval and all that kind of stuff. He probably has political motivations, and maybe he's trying to apply for some high charge that depends on voting. Anyways, what do we have to do with the people inside the building, though?
Is there any? I can't read. What does it say for the big old building?
What does it say?
Main office.
Main office. Main office.
Is there anything fancy on it that says other than main office?
Main office. It could be like a labor center or something like that, since these are all workers. And they're coming here to make their claims. So probably this is the main office.
Quiet, White.
Let's go ask the big old person talking with the weird eggshell cone.
Okay, let's do that.
Da, 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 da. Hi!
So as you walk up to this guy, hi, good morning.
No, it's nighttime. It's evening time, silly.
Is it?
As you, it's dinner time. As you,
Yeah, we can go back to dinner.
I didn't eat shit.
The years.
I want to go back to Fish the News.
I mean, that's a whole fucking day's travel away. But anyway, so you, as you guys approach, the man like turns and looks to you. Ah, new faces. Come to sign up to work here in Gemknackle, huh?
We already kind of have jobs. We were just curious, like, what was all that? What's going on?
Oh, well, so the people here in Lower Gemknackle, we bust our asses every day to make sure that Gemknackle can run. The cliff spiders up above, that are fat and happy up there, don't really know the hard work that we do down here in the Lower Gemknackle. And so every night until our demands are met, we're going to keep meeting out here in front of the the Chief Logistics Officer of Lower Gemknackle's office, he says with big air quotes.
That's such a big name. I'm not going to remember to write that down.
Anyway, we're going to make sure
Those words meant the same thing.
Chief Office of Lower Gemknackles. That's all I got.
Chief Logistics Officer of Lower Gemknackle.
Logistics Office.
Yeah, she's basically the mayor, big air quotes there. He does the air quotes.
Oh, it's like a mayor. Mayor.
What's her name?
Town hall.
Her name is Zinnia. Zinnia Reese. She's a gnome. But
And how are the negotiations going? Like,
Okay, quick aside, out of game. Did we have
Yes.
something to do with Xenia?
So, in the previous session, Niefta was asking or telling Kane that she was going to Gemknackle, and Kane warns if they come across a female gnome in Zinnia that they never heard of Kane.
Yeah, I now remember. Kane was like,
That's
never
all.
heard of me.
I love how I wrote down Zinnia, but I didn't write down Pip. That's just how unforgettable she was.
Yeah. Oh, and that is like the chief yada yada
yep,
yada.
the Chief
yada.
Logistics Officer of Lower Gemknackle. That is her title.
Uh-huh. Oh, we are. Oh, so this is the person we're looking for. Cool.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
No, it isn't. It just said
No?
Kane just said that if we just so happen to come across her, we don't know
him.
anybody named Kane.
You don't know him.
I remember that.
We
I
don't
guess
know
it's
Tiny
that
Sensei.
he owes her money or something. I don't know. I don't know how you and Kane work. All I know is that he'll teach me food every once in a while, but half the time he makes it before I even wake the fuck up.
By the way, it's
Not
Kane.
fair.
You watch as this guy is just watching the two of you have this back and forth conversation. Right. That seems like private talk. I'm Malcolm. He extends his good hand.
Malcolm X. Sorry.
No, he doesn't sell cocaine.
He also doesn't, you know.
Also, he's not dead.
He doesn't seem violent right now.
That too. There is the obvious religious joke I could make, but I'm going to leave that alone.
I was gonna say.
But
So this man outstretches his hand. Y'all just leave him to hang it.
yep. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Niafta
Niafta.
shakes his hand.
I do it back, but I still don't know how to do it, so I kind of just grab with both hands and just go. I just looks back to Niafta and then just goes.
To his
I'm not sure how to shake hands.
to his credit, he just like holds on
You
and
just-
you know.
You hold on there. You're gonna mess up with a good one.
Ah, sorry.
Wow. He just, it's all right. It's like this, and he like with the speaking trumpet pokes your other hand to like get you to take it off, and then as he's holding onto the one hand, he like levers his arm up and down with yours in it. That's how you shake hands.
Whoa. Sorry, I'm from the ocean.
I can tell.
Bloop, bloop.
Yeah. We were told to go look for someone named Pip.
He nods. You won't find her here. She's not due to arrive for another couple days. She's taking the train from Zoleni to here. She's coming to do her monthly inspection.
Oh,
And is she going to report to this building?
I mean, very likely. She usually makes a stop at both Upper and Lower Gemknackle, just to make sure she's understanding how things are getting on. I also hear she's planning to implement some kind of new prototype technology.
idea about it?
She calls it a auto hammer.
Like a hammer
This
that
woman
goes.
just invented jackhammer.
I'm honestly not sure, but it sounds like a revolutionary device, and we're all kind of looking forward to seeing it. After all, the Tinkers Guild is one of the most innovative places in all of Zoleni. And as you can see, the giant lifts and the moving stairs have been very useful as far as, production goes.
So then what's causing all you guys to be all rioty and stuff? Not rioty, protesting. Is that the word? Yes.
Technically, we're
Excellent.
demonstrating. We're not protesting
What are
our...
you demonstrating?
We're not protesting our work. We're demonstrating that we, are united in our solidarity, that we believe we should be getting paid a little more, and that conditions should be better. After all, there are, and he kind of looks and points to a large placard on the wall. And in normal work environments where it says it's been this many days since our last accident, this sign actually says number of accidents today.
Oh.
And it says 5.
Jesus.
Next to it is another board that says number of fatalities today.
3.
No, it only says 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, like the frickin' how many mass shootings in the United States, and it's the 50-50 United States song. Not a fun video to see. Or it's just different numbers. I think one of them got up to 15.
This took a turn for the dark. Anyway.
But he gestures to the signs. We want those numbers to be zeros if at all possible. We understand that the work we do has an inherent risk, but it doesn't need to be aggravated by the poor conditions. Some light strips don't work, some lanterns are broken and need to be replaced. A couple pipes leak noxious gas in the wrong areas.
Oh, doesn't Pip? You said that she's the in person. So wouldn't she be the one to help get all of that taken care of?
Well, yes and no. You see, Pip is the head of the Tinkerers Guild. She often brings out new inventions for us to use here in Gemknackle to make our lives and jobs easier. And while many of the inventions do work, some of them have been less than stellar, and we've had to make adjustments, as it were. You'll want to mute yourself, Emil.
One sec.
Yes, experimenting.
But with any experiment comes inherent risks, and we understand that. But at the same time, the basic upkeeps are falling behind. And we can't just continue to have basic needs not be met. Especially not for the price of the money we're getting.
Yeah.
We're not asking for
Understand.
unfair, unreasonable demands. But at the very least, the common considerations of the modern day worker.
Yeah. Well, the safety matter should be priority. The money, I don't think you'll get it, but at least they should be able to repair, the things that are broken and give you the gear and the stuff that you need to work safely or safer.
Indeed, and that's mostly what we're demonstrating for. Money can be made later, but people are, well, He just kind of shrugs.
Yeah.
And while
I am finding myself on a mission to kind of have a communication with this Lady Peeps that is coming soon. So
If she
maybe
lives.
if I achieve, I would probably have a word about that with her.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Oh, my name is Allison.
He smiles and
River.
he smiles and nods to both of you. Well, Allison and River, thank you very much for supporting the cause. Consider yourselves honorary members of the Free Worker Union.
Oh, yay! I'm a free worker union.
He actually
I'm a free working onion.
Onion.
He tilts his head. Close enough. Close enough. Well, if you two are planning to stay for when Pip arrives, it will be quite something, but if you do happen to get an audience with her, we would greatly appreciate that. She would definitely be able to enact these changes. After all, she has a very heavy hand here in Gemknackle, as, her inventions revolutionize the way we do things.
Yes, absolutely.
Does she
think I
normally
would like
do
to-
like big talks and stuff, or is it all kind of private?
I don't know about big talks, but she does do demonstrations of every invention that she's bringing, and this auto hammer is no exception. In fact, follow me. And he leads you a little ways away, and you see where it says "New Mine," new mine construction, and he kind of gestures to a stone wall. This is where our brand new mine will go. From what we've been able to gather in our geological surveys, it seems that there is rich copper ore under this rock. And he kind of pats the massive, side of the mountain. Between copper and the iron that we know is already littering this mountain, and any precious gems or metals, we hope that this new mine shaft will be very profitable.
Mhm.
But it's going to take the new auto hammer in order to make it work. We do hope it's everything that we've heard about it. Supposedly it runs on steam and something called cogs and wheels. It's very scientific, or so I've been told. honestly, I'm not sure how most of this material works here. I lost my arm, and he kind of gestures with the speaking trumpet. I lost my arm in a cave-in when it collapsed and crushed my arm. But that was back when we were still using metal chisels and metal spikes to drive into rock to break it up. So it's been some years.
I see that.
Sadly, I'm just relegated to getting the Union together. And while it's noble work in its own right, I'm not exactly one with the nitty-gritty anymore, as it were. But what can you do when you have one hand?
Sir, another question. Would you recommend us an inn to stay the night? Or a good restaurant where we can, have the dinner?
I haven't eaten all day.
The Skyward Inn is the only real inn down here in Lower Gemknackle, but it has brilliant food and great lodgings. It's where all our visitors like to go, mostly because they have no choice. And it's not too far from the Gemknackle station.
Good shit.
Ooh.
The locomotive comes in there from Zeleny whenever it's bringing supplies or people. By the way, if you don't mind my asking, where did you guys come from? You're not native to Zolen.
Oh no, we're travelers. We're here to deliver a message, that's all.
Oh, okay.
We're big ol' adventurers, travelers. The big ol' AI ship.
Oh, well, fantastic.
Yeah.
Although,
Kind of.
ship, I thought the port was blocked.
Walked on the beach.
Ah.
Yeah, we kind of
There's a
have to.
bunch of weird plant monsters. You should be careful if you're ever there.
Oh, yeah, the monstrous plants. Yeah, we know how to deal with them. Fire.
Ooh, that's scary. What if it's like covered in sea foam?
I mean, you burn fire
More
hot
fire.
enough, it'll get rid of most everything. As my old pa used to say, fire washes the sin from the soul and the flesh off the bone. It cleans away the dirt, and Mama didn't raise herself no dirty boy.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a good one.
I like that.
But at any rate,
You've been super helpful.
well, thank you. I like to think of myself as helpful. And remember, if you're not with the Union, you're against us. And with that, he leaves.
Ominously.
Yep, the ominous cryptic warning of you either are with us or against us.
They barely even know we're eco-terrorists.
No.
Reeve looks to Neaptis like, we learned a lot about Pip, but we didn't really get any leads onto, aside from the prototype camera.
Well, at least we have enough information to find her tomorrow when she arrives, or in a couple of days when she does. I mean, we can stay at the inn, and since it's near the station, we're probably going to get to know and notice, since apparently everybody knows these peeps. And her arrival is going
Fowler's
to
already booked us rooms in there, so when you said that, I got super nervous that we'd have to cancel, and there was going to be no cancellation, and we just lost a whole bunch of the ship money.
No. We're staying, and we're
And
eating.
one of us was
now.
going to have to sleep on the tracks and hope we don't get run over by the weird railroad tracks and we end up like a whole bunch of fish killed.
You don't worry. The arrival of peeps is going to be a big, how do you call it? Big event. So we're going to know. Remember that she's not coming alone. She's coming with the plans of this like hammer thing that they're going to demonstrate and work with.
Yeah, when we get back together, I have theories.
We're going to
What
know
if
for
they
sure.
try to use like the hammer as an accident?
That's one
That'd
of
be
them.
Wow, Reeve hitting the nail on the head in the dark.
Yeah, that's one of the theories. They rig the hammer. Yes.
What if they put bombs in the hammer?
Unlikely, but possible.
What if they
Quiet,
try to
Whitehill.
cover her in fish guts as like a deal, being like, "Hey, I brought you dinner," and then shrimp and then fish guts fall over, and then a whole bunch of seagulls and albatross are just like, "Oh, food!" and they start picking at all her bones, and she's like, oh no,
Definitely
oh, no.
will
And
happen.
then there's nothing but a big old skeleton on the ground.
Definitely will happen. Yeah, that's the way they're gonna kill her. Yeah.
Wow. The fear of seagulls and albatross is palpable.
Never
That's
underestimate the powers of a sea chicken.
That's the way the Black Hand will choose to execute this woman.
Oh yeah, the black cat dude. Well,
Literally the whole point you went out looking around and just now you remember it's fucking... Oh my god. I love it.
All of the wait! I got it. It's ripped in the app. I have a bet $5. You just stare like this.
I mean, she's probably listening to you the same way that you listen to any mental patient.
Wait. Because it's black cat, all of the seagulls and albatross have little black top hats on them.
It's Black Hand.
Shit! Wait a minute.
Emil,
All
master of not
seagulls,
listening.
The tips of their wings are already black. Black Hand is part of all of the seagull operations!
Jesus Christ.
I really hope you aren't saying this too loud.
No, this is
The more you
in
talk about it,
character
the more-
and this is as loud as Emil is. He is screaming this.
This is in character. Oh, you're gonna get yourself killed. The man is gonna see, oh, he knows about me.
I also need to change on every single one of these sheets that I wrote black hats.
Why? This isn't...
'Cause
This isn't villainous. This isn't a Mexican YouTube show.
Okay, but can I dream? Because that show's pretty good.
So, which guy are we beating up falsely for information?
Yeah, going back with the other two. So-
Meanwhile,
So Cell and Xavier, you find a couple of workers who are hanging around shooting dice, gambling with their wages.
Looks like we got a little sidetracked, boys.
Oh, yeah, we do.
As they're sitting there gambling, you can hear them chatting about the day's work and about, the upcoming demonstration. Like one of them, hey, you hear about that auto hammer thing? Yeah, some newfangled tech from them brainiacs over in Zeleny. They don't know the hard work of a real hammer. I know, but that could put us out of jobs, this auto hammer. Get rid of many of us. Don't worry about that. John will sort it out. Oh, yeah, that's true. John is the greatest when it comes to wielding a hammer. Exactly.
Evening, gents.
if this is a John Henry reference, I'm gonna fight.
That's exactly what I said. Ever since, like, they gotta kick us out of jobs. We gotta take on jobs, not better than a normal hammer.
John.
I believe me and Cell approach.
Huh?
Evening, gents.
They all turn and look as the guy shoots the dice. Except the guy who's holding the bets, he just looks. Buy in?
Buy in.
It's BC.
I flip a coin. Just flip a coin.
What kind of coin?
A gold.
They all look at it and all nod. Yeah, sure. Come on in there, folks. So you ever play the bones before?
Out of character. Have I?
Yeah.
Like, I used to work
Probably,
at a casino. I probably
You're a
have.
sailor. You have to. Yeah.
I mostly spend my time in the smuggler's den. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Of course.
I'm like, oh, come on. Is there a single dice game that I haven't played?
By the way, how many people are here? 3?
It's a group of
Two
about
groups.
6.
A group of about 6. Okay.
Yeah. Well, anyway, they kind of show you the dice, and this game, they're playing with a pair of dice made with bone, with the side with a single pip or dot representing the skull. The goal of this game is to roll as many skulls or ones as you can in 3 chances. To make a wager on this game of skulls, you would both know this is why I'm going over it.
Yeah.
To make a wager on a game of skulls, a player places a wager, usually set by the dealer, which is the guy holding the money in this case. He's a dwarf. The player then rolls 3 dice. Roll 3d6s. Skulls pay out as follows. If 1 skull is rolled, the player gets their wager back, plus an equal amount to their wager, a 1-to-1. If 2 skulls are rolled, they get their wager back, plus twice their amount, so 2-to-1. If 3 skulls are rolled, then they get their wager back, plus an amount equal to 20 times their wager, so 20-to-1. And lastly, if no skulls are rolled, the house keeps the wager.
Alright. The group is composed by what? Humans and dwarves, mostly?
Yeah, humans, dwarves, and you can see that there's one gnome who's playing.
Oh, Bartman's going off to work.
Any tattoo distinguishable markings of, organizations I might know?
Perception.
I'd like to take this opportunity to take a look at the dice to see if they're anything similar to the bone dice that Xavier has that are...
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So, no, these are... So the dice that he found are more of traditional D6s. They have the 1 through 6.
Yeah.
These dice are blank, aside from a single pip on one end that is used for the skull.
So 10.
So you see that some of them have sailor tattoos, like old sailor tattoos, like faded with age. One guy has like a little more fresh ink. You don't recognize the marking though.
What is the marking, by the way?
Give me 1 second.
I reach my hand out to, for the dice real quick as I hold up. I think it's called a crown, right? Is the gold piece here?
Yeah, a crown.
Yeah, crown is a gold
Crown
piece.
scallop fin.
But
Yes.
I flip the crown to the guy I hand. I reach out my hand for the dice.
One of them will hand you the dice.
I take a look at them. I move them in such a way so that the skulls are all facing in one direction, up or to the right. I wrap my hands around them, blow on them. I'd like to use the vapor from my breath to freeze the sides with.
Oh no!
Shea
You
water.
have to speak.
I know. That's why I'm blowing into it.
I want to slide a hand check.
Stealth.
Yeah, no more sleight of hand.
Hold on, before you roll, let me see if there's a way.
No, there actually isn't a verbal component. It's just somatic for shea
Oh,
water.
it's just somatic. Okay.
Just a visual aid, which will
Okay.
be...
So can I try and assist this by just speaking to the dealer and then just speaking to the dealer in conversation, trying to distract them a bit?
Sure.
What's this game called, by the way?
Do I roll with advantage for this, or?
Yes, so it would be rolling with advantage, and this game is called Skulls.
Well, that's better than what I would have gotten.
Oh fuck me! So I'm just striking a conversation like, yeah, man, when they town, so what's going on around here?
You can see that, he just kind of... You asking just what's going on around here?
Yeah, just see what's going on. I'm striking conversation, keep the guy talking.
The dealer has a tattoo of a pair of headbutting rams.
Okay.
That's cool.
And he has that, like, over his shoulder.
Right. By the way, as we sat down, I have my coat, so my full sleeve is showing.
But
I'm assuming that as he is talking to them, he's kind of like cutting them off. He's kind of like, stepping a little bit in between.
Yeah,
him so that...
Like I know you're a sketchy motherfucker, so I'm trying to keep their eyes off you.
But you're able to roll the dice and try, you will basically get a chance to roll each die twice to see if you can get a 1.
Nice.
Roll
it's out of
3d6
3
twice.
tries, right?
So you roll 3d6.
Twice.
But each time I'll roll them twice out of...
So just...
So like that, and then I'll do it again. That's the first time.
Yep. So then you don't roll anything on that one.
I'm do it again.
Yep.
Okay, there's 1. Okay,
Yeah,
so I
keep
got
the
1.
first one.
I'm gonna keep the first one. So I just rolled 2 twice now, right?
We'll roll one more set.
1 more set. Okay.
Yeah, you get 3 chances at the dice.
Oh well.
Alright, so you
2-1.
get 2. So you bet down a crown. You get 2 back. You get your original wager plus 2.
As I kind of hold them in my hand for a little bit, tossing them up, I'm like, "Want to try?"
Yeah, sure.
I hand them over to you, and you feel like slight cold on the sides that aren't the one.
I will say that you notice that the dwarf in question, the one with the battering rams tattoo, you notice that there is there's lettering peeking up over the chest of his overalls, because he's just wearing overalls with no shirt underneath. So you can actually see lettering like across his chest that kind of disappears and fades in and out.
I'm gonna let him do his thing. I'm gonna kind of cut off the dealer as well. Just be like, "So, who's this John Henry guy? Who's this John guy?"
Oh, John!
Automatic hammer.
I mean,
And me with nimbleness of finger trying to similar what Cell did.
yeah, sure.
Well, like the dice are already rigged.
Yeah.
Until you hold them in your hand for a couple seconds up against your palm. It's the perfect rig.
So yeah, I put a crown down as well.
So as you put the crown down, the dealer just kind of nods his head. But Sel, as you ask, who's this John guy, and he nods. Oh, that's John Steelhammer. Yeah, he's one of the greatest hammer swingers I've ever seen. I gotta tell you. It's quite impressive what he can do with that hammer. He makes it sing, I swear.
So hold up, how is he gonna beat an automatic machine? Like that's some pretty intense work. You guys really think he can do it?
If anyone can, he certainly can.
He's the man.
He said that he's gonna have it handled, right?
Well, that's certainly what we're hoping. At least so they don't put us all out of jobs and see that we're still just as useful as any of these auto hammers.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. Quite intriguing as I'm like keep rolling and just doing my shit. And as I pick up the dice and continue rolling. Nice. Like the ink mic to the forth with the Rams.
So what's this auto hammer thing?
Some invention that the smart ones came up with. Nothing. It don't beat the hard sweating work of a man now, but supposedly it's to speed up production and make everyone's lives easier. And you can see everybody just
They spit? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, you can see that they put absolutely no fucking credence into that statement.
Yeah. Yeah, as I'm rolling, like that's quite
Are they
big.
doing a demonstration of it, or are they showing it before they give it to you guys to make sure it works, or how does this whole thing go down?
They do a demonstration with everything that they've put out, but who fucking cares? Most of us won't be there. Most of us will be fucking working.
Right. Demonstrations
And-
about what? 2 days?
3, so we've heard.
Right.
As for the, dealer, he kind of smiles. You like the ink, do ya?
Yeah. I have quite the armful myself.
Do you read Dwarvish?
Yes, I do.
Oh. He undoes the clasp on his overalls and pulls it down. You realize it's a menu. Except,
Oh my god.
Please tell me it's a kill menu.
no! Hold on.
Is this man a whore by night?
No.
Fried calamari, $12.95.
Is this like just entirely like complete irony? He got something in his own language that was like the start of like a Chinese menu, but he speaks Chinese.
And everyone else that speaks Chinese is just like, what the fuck?
Is this like an inside joke with himself?
Brown butter Alfredo.
So this is the battering ram's tattoo. So on the top it reads punching 2 shells, both eyes blacked 4 shells,
Oh,
nose and jaw
okay.
broke 10 shells, or
That's actually pretty cool.
nose and jaw broke 1 crown, jacked out 1 crown 5 shells, ear chewed off same as above, leg or arm broke 2 crowns, shot in leg 2 crowns 5 shells, stab same as previous, doing the big job 5 crowns and up.
I just look at him, cock an eyebrow. That's that the real deal, mate.
He nods as he punches his fist together. Oh yeah. You also notice that by each one he has tick marks, like little dashes. You quickly account that this is how many times he's done each task, and you can see that doing the big job has 5 tick marks, whereas
I whisper.
punchings is like going around his body in tick marks, as is both eyes blacked, as well as nose and jaw broke, jacked out only has 10 tick marks, leg or arm broke has 20.
I kind of whisper in. I just whisper in the guy you're gonna go in Shandy speak. I just go, "Is this guy like a horror or something? Is that how many people he's killed? What is that?"
It's the battering ram's menu, boy! He says, clearly
So sorry.
having heard and understood you.
In Shandy speak.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
Right.
I don't.
What's your name? mate?
I can't.
Shut the fuck up. As I roll the final one. What's your name, Mike?
They call me Big Fist Mike.
All right, Mike. I might have some business for you.
Alright? Well, anything that the Rams get, we'll be happy to help.
Have I heard about the Rams?
Roll a history check.
Should I just put the Rams or the Rams gate in notes?
Battering rams.
The battering Rams.
Come on. 14.
That's an investigation, not a history.
It's the same bonus, but yeah.
But you actually do know of the battering rams. They usually make themselves known in basically any port or any town that has a lot of big workers or a lot of industries where people do a lot of grunt work. They are run by a man named Otto Malarkey. Full credit goes to the author who created him. I love you, and best author in the world.
I'm loving it.
But you know that they have made a name. They have made a name for themselves by being quite reasonably priced bully boys. If you need someone busted up, you call a ram. If you need a place busted up, you call a ram. If you need someone to have the big job done on them, you call a ram.
And I'm assuming the big job is just murking a person.
Oh yeah, straight up whacking them. Just bumping them off, whacking them. Here's the thing, is that the price will straight up be, if you go on a guy punched, he's going to get punched. And it's 2 shells. Doesn't matter who pays. Doesn't matter what they pay for. Just, hey, punch that guy. Okay. Bam!
Yeah.
They don't seem to think about any consequences that they might have. They also don't seem to care. And they pretty much... they do what they do.
The hand probably has used them in the past.
Oh yeah.
Right. And I recall the rams. You people did good work.
Yeah, that's a promise, eh? A battering ram deal is a battering ram done.
I kind of whisper to Xavier and Shanty. I just go, probably should wear baggy clothes more often. He said I was a dude.
First of all, he understands you. You dumbass.
Well, yeah, I mean, everyone else does.
Gents, did you understand him?
You see, they just kind of look, and they are looking at the dice because they're much more interested in that.
By the way, how'd I do?
Roll. So basically, do what Nikki did.
So three sets of 3d6. Okay.
There's 1. There's 2. There's 3.
5.
4, 5.
So you get 21 crowns. That's your wager plus 20. But the boys are clearly not very interested. But money's exchanged, and you can see that there's also side bets. Basically, they can bet on how many you're gonna roll.
Yeah.
So there's the main game that's just straight up, everybody kind of pulls in the money and then the house kind of divvies it out. There's also the side bets that also goes with the house, which is this battering ram, which now you understand why there's that actual game and why people are actually risking something, because there's actually something to be gained from it. And you can see that the battering ram is collecting the winnings and the losings and handing them out.
Mike, whenever this is done, may I have them in private?
Alright, boys! Game's over. Beat it!
Oh, shucks. I wanted to play one more time.
And they all just kind of... And as the guy reaches down and grabs the dice, he kind of looks down at them and then looks at the ground. And he then looks back at you, Xavier. Which we won't talk about.
Alright. First of all, name's Hunter. Hunter Williams.
Pleasure to meet you.
And,
call me Mike.
Right, Mike. Me and my partner here were looking to get someone out in the picture, if you understand what I'm saying.
Ah, the big job. Yeah. Who?
That's the thing, Mike. If you care to help us, we'd pay you and still give you a hand. As fortune favors those with the winning hand. And as I just roll up my sleeve.
Oh. And just for the audience, what is there?
Okay, it's a full sleeve of a scorpion constellation that goes into crashing waves and sea creatures. Basically, the gang first, and then family.
Mhm.
But yeah, most of it's colored. Most of it's colored. So Xavier spent a bit on this.
Every once in a while, Reeve likes to color it in with marker.
And as Xavier just says this, one of my associates. Not one of my associates. My people are here trying to prevent someone's death by killing another. The Black Hand's coming.
You see, he kind of looks and... Ah, shit. You need to talk to Artie. Fuck. Come on.
I just got to turn to Xavier. I'm like, I didn't know we were going to lean so heavy into, yeah, this guy's coming. We need to fuck him up. But, you know, this is a good idea, too, I guess. If it worked.
Hey. you get what you get.
He just waves. He waves you to follow him, and he leads you through towards a rundown warehouse, clearly one that hasn't been used in a while. But it does say private property, keep out.
Yeah, by the way, no one's following us, is it?
No.
Okay. I'm just keeping an eye out.
Yeah. As you go in, he goes up to the door. Doo, doo, doo. The slit opens. Who goes? The fist! Now move your ass!
I just talk out of something. I like you, Mike. I like you.
I like me too. I'm like my second favorite bloke.
Like, is that the actual password?
You see, the guy who opens the door is a little beanpole of a dude. Human, but honestly, he looks out of place here. As you walk in,
Mike, as we pass.
My sleeve has been rolled. My sleeve has been rolled down.
Yeah.
In the meantime.
I'm just gonna ask Mike as we pass through. I'm like, is that the actual password?
Nah, it's just what this fucking idiot wanted. He just wants to know who goes.
Yeah, fucking idiot.
Bean boy.
What's up, legs? He says, looking at the scrawny kid. You know. Yeah, I do know. Now shut the door. Got business to discuss. We're right proper gents. He looks at the two of you. And then shuts the door.
Sure.
As he leads you inside, this place is basically a tavern. You can see it's called the Battering Ram's Loft. And there's a sign over the bar. You can see a pair of stuffed rams headbutting each other.
Here's the gang bar, yeah.
Yep. You see dice tables. You see other gambling apparatus. You see a couple of guys in like a cordoned off section with barrels and rope, like doing bare knuckle boxing.
Yeah. I love this place already.
Yeah, very clearly this is the typical thing. But you see a dude in a huge old boy. He is quote unquote sitting in a massive armchair. He is a Goliath. Actually, no, wait. I don't think he is. I think he's something else. Give me a second. No, he's not a Goliath. He is human, except for the fact that his skin is gray, and he looks to be wearing a kilt made of sealskin. But
I turned to Xavier at this time, like,
Selkie.
is it technically safe to remove the scarf? Because I feel like I'm suffocating whatever fumes you dipped it in.
Oh, it's chloroform.
That was pretty good. That was good. That was a good one. You got me there, buckaroos.
But
He's going for himself. Just goes.
yeah, this dude is an absolute fucking unit.
He is a unit.
He is thick and swole as fuck. He didn't miss any of the days. And he's just kind of sitting there.
Whoa, he didn't miss elbow day?
He didn't even miss belly day.
That's abs.
You've never seen a beer gut with abs, but now you have.
I am thoroughly impressed.
And he's wearing no shirt, just the kilt. And the battering ram's menu is actually listed, except you can see that doing the big job on his is scratched out, and it actually reads 10 crowns and up.
Oh.
Oh, he's the expensive dude. Okay.
In fact, all of his prices have been scratched out and at least twice as much as everyone else's.
Yep.
To which, you guys, Big Fist Mikey brings you guys to him. He goes, "Hey, Artie." Artie just looks over, lifts up a pickled pig's hoof, and just bites into it. You hear a lot of cracking and crunching as you just what? These boys, they need to talk to you about the Black Hand. You actually hear silence in the next 40 feet around you as everyone
I just
looks.
immediately go we don't need to say it that loud. It's not that big. It's it's just the average day.
And you see Artie kind of. Come with me then. So let's talk in the office. And he stands up and gestures.
Back to your business, gents. Have a nice evening.
None of them move or look away. But then you just see Artie and he just does a clicking sound with his tongue and teeth that actually echoes ever so slightly, and everybody suddenly finds something very interesting on the floor. And away from him.
Yep.
He leads you guys up a set of stairs to an office that's, think of Mike Tyson's office in the third It Man movie, just up and above and with just glass windows.
Yep.
He goes over to a desk and sits behind it. Gestures to a pair of chairs. Sit there, mates. So.
Oh, fucking thank God! As I take off the scarf, and the goggles, and move the cloak out. I'm like, God, I'm fucking sweltering in this shit. Holy cow!
He looks you up and down. You're not so bad there, Skinny. Want to tussle with a real man?
This is not with me.
No, he's looking at Sal.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Going for a tumble, rolling in the hay, making biscuits. There's a lot of ways to call it.
Yeah, that's not my, sorry, but that's not my speed.
Butter in a muffin, if you know what I mean.
Sorry, but that's not my speed.
I'm not sure. These tits.
And also, I don't think that I'm your type.
He kind of smirks. Breathing's my type, but fair enough.
Oh.
And he just kind of... So, what are you doing with the hand and why you want him...
The hand is coming. One of our associates' charges, let us say. And we are here to stop that from happening.
That's a problem. But not one that can't be solved. He says, leaning on the desk, and you can hear it creak under his weight.
Oh, do tell.
See, the hand, he's hired many of the battering rams downstairs. Hired most of them, in fact.
Oh, ain't that lovely.
Hey, he knows we good work. Anyway, he's hired us to do the big job on the pip.
Yeah.
Now, that's not to say we don't mind doing the big job on anybody. But if you want to do the big job on him, or either stop the big job from happening on Pip, that's expensive.
How much would we be talking about?
You want to do the big job on the black end, you're going to need to be the front of it, and you hire me, and my price is 100 gold pieces.
I've worked with him before. And when I say worked, I survived one of his fucking rampages.
Oh, I know. I'm well aware of who the hand is, and of how dangerous he is, and I'm telling yous. That's why you coming with.
Oh, I know. I want to shoot the fucker right between the eyes.
I know where he'll be.
Know what he looks like?
Oh, yeah.
Do you mind sharing that information?
Fucking tiefling.
At least.
Stands about as tall as a brick shithouse. Red skin, color of blood. Horns that come straight out to meet you.
Right, so... Cell
Has
explosive.
a nasty looking sword. Don't get cut by it.
I keep my distance, thank you very much. Mr. Exploser. And I nudge you.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You have 5 gold you can lend me.
Yeah, yes, I can. As I pass him over 5 gold.
5 gold, and I just put a bag.
You see, he opens it and he just upends it on the desk, and you actually
That's all my fucking money.
you notice that his desk is actually designed with a lip to raise up, so that when he spills the coins out, they hit this little wall and then just fall back onto the desk, like nothing hits the floor.
I like kind of like, you know, Zayre, we could just use like the ships.
This is for the people that. This is for my people that fucker killed. This is personal.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
You see, Artie nods. All right, he'll be in town tomorrow night. I know where he's going to be hiding.
Also, Artie, I'd like to bring Mike as well. As an additional.
Aye. Alright. Mike can come along.
Would you do me that favor?
Aye, I can do that. I can do that just fine now.
And, you know, I'll put a good word with you. I'll put a good word for you with the hand.
Good to
The
know.
one that's fortunate, that is.
Good to know. We could use more friends, you know? The battering rams are all about community and making friends.
You do good work, we used you before.
We do the best work there, Mike. And he kind of cracks his knuckles a bit. Right, so here's how this goes. You can bring up to 3 other men with you.
As he's speaking, and, you know, distracted by the money.
Mm-hmm.
What's in your heart? Tell me, motherfucker. Make it.
He fails.
So, what's in
He
his
starts
heart's
singing
desire?
along.
Oh, his heart's desire is gold.
All right.
Like, so...
No, I'm just making sure he has no intention of double crossing.
So here's the hilarious part. His heart's desire is gold because you feel that he's already been paid for doing the big job on Pip.
And double crossing and keeping the money.
Well, so technically he's not double crossing. Here's the hilarious part. The battering rams are loyal to the contract to the T. Now, they promised that they would do the big job on Pip. You know, you can imagine, here's how this goes. You know, the battering rams always have, when they do the big job, if it's on a big target like Pip would be, they would ask that the client be there. you know this because it's been standard practice, and he
And
literally
they
just
asked me to
asked
be
you.
there.
Yeah, he literally just asked you to be there for a big job on somebody important. So they demand that the client get their hands dirty too. So they also need to be paid in advance. You pay them, they go do the job exactly as it was specified. However, if the client is dead, there's no contract.
Yeah.
That's not their fault.
The most recent contract is on the Black Hand, which shall be accomplished first.
Pretty much, that's exactly it. It's not that they're not willing to do the PIP contract. It's that you want the Black Hand dead before that happens. You want him dead tomorrow.
So they won't have to do the contract on PIP.
Exactly. And so they still get to keep the money because they've been paid in advance. And again, they haven't broken their word. They haven't, reneged on the deal. It's just that exactly, someone made a deal. Someone made a different deal that happened to happened to act first. Again, not breaking the bargain, not double crossing. Just a matter of one deal's faster than the other.
Yep.
So, like, if he's dead, do they still have to kill Pip?
No.
No.
They just get to keep the money.
Contract on PP is null and void.
Oh.
So I do have a question about this whole deal. Not that I'm not saying I don't trust you guys, but how will we know if, because the Black Hand was mentioned out in public, that someone is not going to talk to the Black Hand and let them know that something's going down?
That's a fair question. That's a fair question. So
it is.
I'll teach you a little battering ram etiquette. So the Rams is family. The Rams is home. You turn your back on your family and your home, you don't get to turn your back again. And if someone happens to squeal to the Black Hand and thinks that the Black Hand is more dangerous than me or Otto, well, he's gonna learn very quick what happens when you double cross your family. And let me assure you that if someone alerts the Black Hand and for some reason he don't show, I'll refund your money, kill the man, and still do the big job on the Black Hand. Free of charge. It's the battering ram guarantee. And you can take that to the bank.
Right.
Sorry, most of my illegal etiquette is based on the ocean. I am completely out of my element.
Yeah, them pirates and them corporate shippers ain't got no honor betwixt the five of them.
Well, Captain, welcome to my world.
Nah.
Definitely a lot nicer.
He kind of cracks his knuckles a bit, and you actually watch as one of his arms turns into a massive pair of pinchers.
Oh, this will be entertaining.
Oi. You think this is good? 'Cause it is. Me and Big Fist Mike are the best of the Rams around here.
Good. I want nothing but the best, Mike.
You paying the best price, you're gonna get the best men. That's how we roll here.
How about a drink to celebrate a contract, eh?
Aye! Go on down to the bar! And he stands up.
Oh, bet. As I kind of lean back to where I was reaching, I reach out, pop my water skin, and I'm like, "You got glasses? This is the good shit."
He actually walks over to a wall, and you can see a couple of mugs hanging, on little pegs. And he just grabs down 3 and walks back over and just slams them down. To new friends and to a contract well struck, eh?
Sounds good. I pour at least I pour at least 3 ounces in each.
Yeah, he looks at it. Don't fucking stint. And he holds his glass out again.
Fine, I pour 6 at each.
It's a big lad.
He nods and he just shoots it back and slams the mug down. Doof, doof.
That's good shit.
But by the way, from the description that he gave me, could I manifest the disguise of the Black Hand?
I mean, roll an Arcana check.
like to take this opportunity. Like, funny story about this one. We might have acquired it from a vampire.
That don't surprise me none. They always have the
Hey,
good
Dad.
shit.
They do got the good shit.
Yeah, you can work something. You can at least match his description to a T.
Right, so. Arnie, I just got a question.
Oi,
About this? What is that?
man,
Yeah,
that's a
right,
neat
guys.
trick.
As I disguise myself as the description of the Black Hand. About this?
A bit taller and a bit wider, but yeah, you got the gists.
He's called him
Good.
fat.
Good. Good.
He described this
Yeah,
man
look at-
as built like a brick shithouse.
Yep. He'll look a lot prettier with a bullet between his eyes.
Well, I don't doubt
He's
that
gonna
none.
look like a shit house later.
So, Arnie, when do you want to do this? Tomorrow night?
Yeah, he's coming into port tomorrow night. Coming in via that train. So I'll tell you what. When he gets here, I'll go ahead and pop over to the inn in town, the Skywood Inn. You know it,
All right.
big building. You can't miss.
We're staying there. So,
Alright. I'll pop over there right when he gets in, right? And then we'll go take care of him.
oh, also, as a token of friendship between our two organizations, here you go, mate. Freshly made. I had him a pipe bomb.
Oh, what's this here?
Don't jostle it too hard. I don't know about the integrity. The last one exploded in whose hand?
Yeah, the last one exploded when I shot it, and it tossed the pirates into quicksand. It worked fucking perfectly.
Oh yeah, John, Jacob, Jingleheimer, and Schmidt. Yeah.
Explosive device, in case you need to. Preferably to do the big job tomorrow, if he puts up much of a fight.
A big bang. Got it.
It's a bit of a token of a friendship between the Hand and the Rams.
Aye. Otto would like that. Otto likes making friends with other groups.
And when I see Oleg again, I'll talk to him about getting more of your services.
Good to know. Though I think Otto's stuck in stuck in Crownport. Think they finally nabbed him.
Oh, those zealot bastards?
Aye. Otto's not exactly what anyone would call subtle now.
Alright.
Then again, he's a battering ram, eh?
Yeah, and I do a thing. I'm quite adept at infiltrating places. And if you require, I can see about springing him.
Hey, you can spring
But that's
Otto. The battering
another
rams that owe
business.
you one.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. Well, Artie, I think we best be off.
Alright.
But there's so much gambling we could be doing.
I am completely broke now.
Also, keep in mind that this is the Rams Clubhouse. Your clients, you can discuss business and have a drink, but you can't be playing no games. Can't be taking money off clients. It'd be rude.
I crack a smile like, absolutely it would.
I love that Laura, the casino worker, is like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
We're in somebody else's house. Xavier knows he's outnumbered. He's not about to disrespect somebody's rules.
I mean, like, we did just accidentally.
Literally, a fifth of the money is from his own people.
we did at least minimum bump like what 23 coins off of them.
Yep. He doesn't know that.
Return on investment, motherfucker.
But with that, he actually like leads you out himself, and you can see that there's several people, and You know, they all like nod and give him head nods here and there. And again, all of them have that menu. Like, every battering ram has this menu on their chest just listed, as well as the number of times they've done the job. You can actually see that there's one guy who's done punching so many times that it's actually started to curl around his shoulders.
Do you have a head massager stuck on your hand, White?
Oh no, I'm just messing with it.
I wouldn't say it's stuck.
Just like put it on your hand and be like, ah, yes.
But
Listen, out of character, that shit's orgasmic.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That shit, oh yeah. The first
Illuminati,
two times,
Illuminati
after
would
that,
agree.
we don't feel it anymore.
But like, every single member of the battering rams has this menu, has the number of times they've done this, done the list, you know, the certain listed items on this menu, and you can see that there are members who specialize. Like, there are members who only do one thing, or there are members who do like one thing more than everything else.
I need to know, where's the guy who kneecaps people? Where is he?
He's actually behind the bar. He's the bartender.
I love him.
I would like to look at who's the guy we've been talking to?
This is Artie.
This is Artie. I look at Artie.
Fuck,
I'm
I
like,
spelt it wrong.
I've been trying to collect maybe some handles just for my personal collection.
Handles?
What would you
Handles?
recommend from around here?
Oh, drinks.
Like alcohol.
Oh,
No,
I
not
like
just
love
drinks.
handles.
I'm talking about like actual bottles, right?
Yeah,
I will say,
that's what I was.
most of these Rams are very confused to see the black hand again.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you didn't stop it.
I just realized that I just spelled my shit.
Yeah. He
Most
kind of
them
thinks,
go like,
well, if you're heading to Zeleny proper, you gotta get the Binks's brew.
I mean, like, I'd love to, you know, put some money into your guys' establishment. What do you guys have that I can grab?
Oi! Get a bottle of the Ram! And you
Of the
all,
Ram?
you hear everybody chant,
Damn.
Ram, 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 Ram!
Oh.
They bring down a bottle.
Ron.
They bring down this bottle, and it is a thick bottle, as it's
How many
actually
Cs?
like a mason jar that's been elongated and like is like made of thick glass, and
Are you talking
inside
about the-
inside
128?
is the most dark sludge that you've ever seen, because as the bartender shakes it, it doesn't move.
Dear DM, how many C's in thick?
5 C's.
Jesus.
I would say 3 C's, 2 Q's in between, and the number 7.
I mean, and the Batman logo at the very end for no reason.
Right. Oh, bloody hell.
I'm like, this is the best. This is the best.
Oi! It's a bottle of the Ram! That'll
Ram,
put hair on your balls.
You probably need it.
And then look, like, it falls off later anyway if it happens.
Wow. Depressing. But you see the bartender is like annoyed that it won't shake, so he shakes it more violently, and finally it's like a slushy because it like all slams to the top and then just slowly slams to the bottom.
As someone who can shape water, can I tell if this has any water in it?
It's not water.
So go ahead and roll an Arcana
Does
check.
have some form of like.
It technically is a liquid, in the same way that that wet concrete is technically a liquid.
Want to have a swig of that, mate?
I go, how does one begin to drink this?
You actually watch as Artie walks up to the bar, get another one. Bartender gets another one. You see Artie just crank the top open, and you actually see the glass shatter a bit as he does. He picks out a couple of pieces, and then just tilts it upside down, and you watch as it just slowly slides towards his mouth. And
Chug.
he then, like, clearly impatient, he sticks his tongue out, scoops up a big chunk of it, and just swallows it and chews it. And then as he licks out this sludge from this mason jar that he's just broken open. He chews it and then swallows it.
Okay.
Alcohol jelly.
And he's like,
one of my daggers. I like take out, like, pop open the top of mine, take out one of my daggers, like, kind of like dig it in, like, get a little bit, and just like.
Roll a con save at disadvantage.
Like, just I'm like tasting a little bit.
Roll a con save at disadvantage.
Well, it's a good thing I have. Never mind. It's not. 'Cause of course it is.
Roll me a D100 because there is a chart and a spectrum for the RAM.
I just look towards Mike. Am I gonna have to carry him out?
You might. So you.
What is it? I want to ask. What does it taste like first off?
So it tastes like
Cement.
No, it tastes like tar. It tastes like tar that is mixed with fish oil and, like, Tabasco.
Oh, it's like charcoal.
Ah, yes.
And
Tabasco sauce.
It's proof. It has a high enough proof that your eyebrows feel like they could light on fire. And as you taste it, you get it in your mouth.
But I got a little bit.
Yeah, I know you got a little bit. You got a little bit in your mouth, and your mouth is completely numb.
So you look like this.
And you're seeing doubles.
You got Everclear jam.
Yeah, Everclear wishes. Everclear wishes it could be the RAM.
All I'm trying to point out is you clearly haven't had a high enough moonshine. That's all I'm trying to say.
Moonshine wishes it could be the RAM.
Yo, bro, you don't understand.
Bro, I come from a state where they make that shit in their bathrooms.
Bro, I got it straight from the guy.
Yeah, I know the kind of moonshine. I know the kind of moonshine you're talking about.
Tennessee shit, man.
Moonshine measuring contest aside. Does he pass out?
My mom got to try like a maple syrup moonshine, and it was pretty tasty.
Aw,
Does
cute.
this man pass out?
No, he doesn't have enough in him to pass out, but his mouth is completely numb and he's seeing doubles.
I just hold on to Xavier. I'm like, I'm gonna need help putting my scarf back on.
I'm gonna need help putting my stuff on.
He's still standing. You see a lot of people go hooray. You see a couple people go fuck. You see money change hands.
I am so proud of you. I love this place. Can I come back here at some point?
Yeah, once business is done, you're honorary Rams.
This just feels like home away from home.
I just kind of lean harder on Xavier. I'm like, what is the point of this?
This is celebrating business being done, mate.
Xavier, you now notice that when Artie sets his broken glass down, he technically scooped up a third of this concoction out of his mason jar, and is fine.
It is fit as a fiddle. Yeah, he's a wow.
I kind of look at Artie and I just go like, is it okay if I don't like it?
Well, yeah, you don't have to like it. It's not for everyone, but it's your bottle now.
You're right.
So,
how big is this bowl?
So it's a quart mason jar.
Oh my gosh!
Right,
and it's full to the top. He scooped that shit out like fucking jelly, bro.
Yeah, I carry the jar
Just
because
have it like Vegemite.
Be able to. It's your Vegemite. Or don't you fucking dish Vegemite, mate. I live on that shit.
Vegemite's actually not that bad.
It's not. You just have to, not eat it straight from the fucking jar. You gotta have it with your little.
Artie, Mike, see you tomorrow. I'm gonna drag this man back to where we are.
You actually see Mike look around like, wait, what?
Oh yeah, you're in it now, boy.
Artie just, I'll tell you later, Art. Alright.
And I drag
Gotta
Sal.
do something stupid again.
And I drag Sal back to the inn where we are getting rooms.
So you all meet at the Skyward Inn. It is fairly nice, all things considered. It's basically like the quality level is like a Hilton, like in modern day terms. Nice furniture, clearly not from this year or even it's probably a few years old, but at least it's well tended and well cared for. And you can see that Valor has garnished some looks, to put that nicely.
No, really?
But he has secured your rooms on the, granted it's on the first floor.
Okay, about how much? Just...
It's a gold piece for all 5 of you for 3 nights.
Valor's feeling generous, he's gonna pay that himself.
Yeah.
It's Valor. I was gonna say, that's Valor. He would pay for it himself because that's Valor.
Yeah. I mean, I certainly agree with that statement.
Well, I just called a hit, and I spent all my personal money.
But you all arrive back at the back at the inn at around the same time. The rooms are there is a single room and then there's 2 double rooms. He hands Niafta the key to the single room. But he kind of looks. So, what'd you guys find out?
We saw like a big old
Hold on, let's go into the rooms first. And I gather everyone in one of the double rooms.
All right,
I have kind of at some point I have the
and I toss Sal in
hand.
the bed because this man is not doing good.
At some point I have the mason. I gotten the mason jar from his hand. I hold it up and I'm like, yeah, you gotta try this shit. It's so fucking good.
Niafta.
So I got
Get Niafta to drink the sludge.
So in some of the news, I might have gone so a bit fucked up.
This shit's so good, Niafta. You gotta have some.
He holds out this mason jar of this black sludge.
Ah. Then what
Yeah, I
am I
know it
supposed
looks
to
bad
do?
at first, but I promise it only tastes half as bad as what's.
Hey, that's no guarantee.
Yeah, but like, look at me.
He looks drunk.
I'm like, I literally like my eyes are wide open, just staring at her. Look at me.
Prolonged eye
Look at me.
contact.
Drugs.
Would I ever steer you wrong in something like this?
How
We get
about
drunk all the time.
how about we discuss this first and then we all take a swig?
No, this is important. Just
So
almost
I'm
fall
about to
out of
bitch.
bed.
I'm about to pimp slap you.
This is
What's
your-
it?
You won't.
Between
You won't
a
feel
bitch
it.
slap and a pimp slap.
You won't. I'm a backhand this motherfucker.
Oh.
I'm always down to play a game of front hand, backhand.
So
That is,
I will pimp. So I will pimp slap you. You won't feel it,
he really won't.
but the intent will be there. So, news. Sal's fucked up. That's the minor.
Yeah.
Second, I have called an assassination on the assassin.
Okay.
What?
Wow.
Is it really an assassin?
I love the 2 different reactions. You have to just right, okay, and Reeves the only one like I have questions.
Well, it's not really an assassination. It's more like a happy axe.
Happy accident.
We happily met the guys that the Black Hand hired to kill the person. We hired them to kill him.
We scammed them out of so much money.
We scammed the Black Hand out of money.
No.
Oh no, yeah, we also took some money off dice, but
The dice was so
we gotta do that. We gotta do that more times.
I feel like what we did was like nothing compared to that.
Well, we
Reeve,
found
you
out
should have
that
remembered. Go to the seedy places.
Look,
Well,
Reeve, it's
Like
most
a
important
big
to
old
understand.
union.
Anything I do is turned up to 11.
Well, like there was a big old crowd of people, and they're like, "What do we want? We want money." And I was just like, "Hey, you guys like money? That might be a good idea." So Nyafta and I went, and there was this leader who said the workers felt underappreciated, and I was like, "Oh no!" And Nyafta's like, "Hmm." And so
Wise words.
and so Malcolm is just like, oh, the lady Pip, because she's the person in charge of the tinkle thingies. She came up with the prototype jackhammer, auto hammer, and she's gonna.
She's fighting John.
Who's Jack?
Apparently, is the best hammer swinger in town.
And she coming via the train station.
By the way, quick aside, I'm just imagining Valor's like, oh, we hired the assassins to kill the guy. It's Valor's just like, you did what?
I
Basically
mean,
what Reeve reacted with.
you know, hiring the bad guys to kill another bad guy is not technically against his moral code.
Yeah, but he's like, you were busy.
Yeah, pretty much, just like,
no
what?
idea. So much happened so quickly.
But right, so Rafe, these guys actually, we've used them before. Back home. Home.
Oh, kill that person! Oh,
I got the bottle of ram.
And
You
yeah,
got
it's going.
the ram?
Yeah, it's going down tomorrow night.
wait. He got the ram?
Yeah.
who got the ram?
It's
The
good,
bean
don't worry about it.
boy? How is he walking?
He only took a lick. That's
Tolerance. I just go, tolerance.
You took a lick in your life, they might try chugging it. I remember.
They
I
gave it to me in like a little tiny cup as a joke, and I ate the whole thing, and with like the cup and all, and they just looked at me like, and I'm staring at them like, why are my teeth bleeding?
I just remember one time waking up on top of the house with a horse.
The horse.
I don't know how I got the horse up here. I don't want to know. I don't ask questions. But there was me on a roof with a horse.
Well, I got a horse in my pajamas. I'll never know.
We don't question the ways of Roach. If
Have
she
you
wants
heard
to
the
get up on the
person
roof, she will.
I mean, have you heard the person who put like 25 or so toy horses up his ass?
No,
Oh,
I
The
don't.
doctor said his condition
But-
was
but Eddie,
stable.
Oh my god. Oh my
that's it for
god.
tonight, folks.
Yep, on that.
All time, rocks do fall. The whole load beam kills us all. There we go.
But yeah, so before we sign it off, right, it's going down tomorrow night. He looks like this. I minor illusion the face, what he looks like. Reeve, for the lads he killed when we were working, he's gonna die. Pepper him with everything you fucking got. And yes,
More than
you can
pepper
eat him.
him. Yay. You guys didn't do it with me last time. I was kind of sad.
You know Xavier's serious when he says Reeve can eat someone.
This is true.
I kind of reach out for Xavier.
Yeah.
But I have a small question. After all of this, like, political onion stuff, what's gonna happen afterwards?
Political onion.
Hopefully, we peel the layers and there will be no war. I'm embracing the metaphor.
Yes.
Ideally, we go in. Oh my god.
So,
Ideally, we're gonna use the map that I drew up. We're gonna steal a whole lot.
oh yeah, we're good. I mean, we're gonna
Commandeer,
appropriate legally.
tactically acquire.
Yeah,
and then sell it off
legally.
at a at a profitable rate. Me
Are you
and
saying this just because Valor's right there?
yes.
We got a piece of paper that says we can do it. So we're gonna.
So and
I mean, that's
sell
technically correct.
and sell. I gotta take advantage. Right. We can sell the shit back in Varachi to the people they hate, just to stick it to them.
I don't know what you're talking about. Probably.
All right, I take that as permission.
I want my
But-
tapioca pearls, and I'm sick of grabbing them one at a time with a straw.
But with that, we will go ahead and bring a close to today's session. So I would like to thank all of you wonderful guys and gals for watching. Thank you for tuning into this particular surgery in the operating theater tonight. Of course, I may be the head surgeon, but I could not perform such a delicate procedure without my list of fantastic characters and players. So, of course, allow me to introduce my assistants for this fantastic surgery. To my picture... This is technically picture left. To my left, we have Mr. Emil playing Reeve, our Siren Stormcloak Ranger.
I got two nasty puns in there. And everyone's mad at me. Next time I'll go for 3.
I mean, disappointed, yes. I don't know about mad.
I'm ready for all of it.
Disgruntled is probably the more correct.
Ooh, I like the word disgruntled.
Beneath him and to the side, we have...
Given T's at once. I'm sorry.
I know you can fit 2 in your mouth. You said so.
Damn right.
Moving on! Before I get demonetized any further. Although I don't know how you demonetize nothing.
They don't look after the 3-minute mark.
Good to know. I think you're lying,
They
but
never
good to
do.
know. Hey, if they can ban Shy Lily off of Twitch, then who knows what they can do to me.
I don't know who that is, but sorry for them.
I mean, she's back, so that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, by the way, shout out to Shy Lily, awesome VTuber. Anyway, beneath, to the bottom left of my screen and your screen, hopefully, depending on if this thing shoots right, is Mr. Whitehill playing Xavier, our half-drow gunslinger.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
I should
Oh,
have went to school to be a doctor.
I have been waiting for this type of interaction. This is Xavier's fucking playground.
Indeed. To the bottom right, we have Mr. Nicky playing Captain Cell Bomba, our tiefling title sorcerer. I love that it robots to help sell the drunken act. That was great. And then immediately to my right is the ever lovely Laura, playing our tiefling lore bard.
I wasn't very participative today. Sorry about that.
It's all good. Some sessions everybody's active. Some sessions nobody's active. It's all good. It's all gravy. There's plenty of time for Niafta to shine, especially coming up, because now you got some of the Politico stuff. So now Niafta can do her smoozing and schwoozing. Yes, schwoozing. But, of course, I am your Master of the Seas, Dr. John Wolfenstein. We will be back in 2 weeks from now. Next week will be another foray into the wildlands, and we will see you on that adventure. But, until next time, I have been your doctor for the evening, and I am wishing you a happy recovery.